With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu. At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years and #2 among public universities for employability. ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Hustle without healing becomes harm. Rest is a part of the grind.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work, an award-winning podcast where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hey, everybody. So I have a question for you today. If you heard the intro where it talks about hustle without healing becomes harm, rest is part of the grind. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, I will sleep when I'm dead. And how many of you out there truly believe that, I need to work and I need to grind and I need to figure this out and do that and this, that, other, and you'll sleep when you're dead? Well, here's a question. Is that real? Is that truly how you feel? Because I understand people say, hey, the hustle never dies, the hustle never sleeps, the grind never stops, all the little cliche, wordy type things. But guess what, though? Your body will tell you, oh no, hey, buddy, it's time to take a break. And do you want your body to tell you, or do you want to put in the time to take a break beyond just hey, you know what? I'm in this space. I'm just going to sit here and crash right now. No, sometimes you need to take a moment, take a break, take a nap, rest your brain, rest your eyes, slow it down, because what's real? Burnout. We can become burned out. And for some of us, we feel as though we have to be on the move. We have to be on the hustle. We have to keep it, again, looking like we're busy, right? But I just spoke to you in a previous episode about making sure that you put on your schedule, putting down your dream, right? But you also have to put in your schedule for you to rest as well. And so I will say this. I use my own personal experience. My wife knows that I was struggling. I was having creative blocks. It felt like anything and everything that I was doing was not getting anywhere. It wasn't going anywhere. And so I was truly, truly struggling. And so, and if you've been listening to this show for a while, and if you really listen to the other podcast that I have, the No Fruit podcast with my wife, you truly understand that for my birthday a couple years ago, It was nothing fancy. It was nothing out of the ordinary, extraordinary. It was, the, as I heard someone say, Maurice, that was kind of boring. Anticlimactic. Well, here's the reality. It was everything for me. Maurice, what do you mean by everything? Everything means that I was able to take some time. I was able to be quiet, be reflective, see what God has put into my life as my dear and darling and wonderful wife. Her taking the time to think of me, putting all this together, and I'm one not for surprises. And so all she said was drive. We had gone to a beach. Now, I have been near this beach before. I've been near it. I've never been at the beach. I went to the shopping center not too far from there because it has outlets and all other type of stuff. And I was able to go to the beach, be in this hotel right on the sand, hearing the water crashing the beach at night. It was the scariest thing, but it was fun because it was hilarious, especially my wife laughing at me, talk about this water at night, and all you can see is pure midnight outside. You have movie Titanic ideas and thoughts and, whatever, right? So it was just the weirdest thing, but I had this idea that I need y'all to understand what the point is of this particular episode, whereas the rest isn't the enemy of productivity, but it's the fuel for it. And so the reality is that I needed that rest. I needed to see the sand between my toes. I needed to see all that God had created, reflect on him, reflect on my wife, understand what's the priority, what are the things that I need to do that, hey, you know what? Yeah, we might have that YOLO mentality, but that was a YOLO mentality for me at that time. That was that moment where it's like, hey, Maurice, you only get this one life to live, right? You're only going to be able to sit down in this moment a few more times, possibly, especially in the sense of how you're working, how you're moving, how much time you're taking up, and you're not reflecting on what is the priority, which is faith, being God, and my family, my wife, and then my children and everybody else down the line. So sometimes we have to understand that when you put in that time of rest, you're still being productive. So another part is if you build in scheduling rest, that will help you build everything else very well. It will make you understand that here is what the foundation needs to look like and be like and feel like, how it could shift momentum, how it can now make things look a little bit better or whatever it is. So sometimes you need that moment of just clarity. So here's the thing, and here's the reason why all of this matters. Because burnout destroys balance and it drains your passion. Let me say that again. Burnout destroys balance and it can drain your passion. Because in reality, real builders need to rest as well. It's not being lazy. You're not being unproductive. You need to take the time to rest and relax. Let your body heal a little bit. Let your mind heal a little bit. Let your eyes heal a little bit so you're not looking at your phone all the time or a computer monitor all the time. I'm not saying to watch TV, rest, but find another activity where you can rest your eyes from a screen for a moment. So I encourage each and every one of you to schedule in rest. Allow those that love you continue to love on you. If they need to help schedule it for you, i.e. my wife did for me. And if you're listening to this and you're the one that sees someone else that's struggling in that space, maybe you need to be the one to schedule it for them. To remind them, hey, you need some time to figure this stuff out. So remember, real builders need rest as well. So let's continue building after we take this nap. Talk to you later.
Thanks for listening. Follow Maurice Chisholm on social media to stay connected and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work. Or will it?
Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.